What's going on, you guys? This is the Killing 'Em Softly podcast, the legendary podcast. I'm your host, Try Bucking Force Tony. To my left, I have
Atomic Tommy, my friend.
and to my right, I have the legendary.
I'm Rusty.
I'm Rusty. He's working on that intro, guys, so I apologize.
I've never done an intro before.
We've got probably the best podcast coming for you guys, and that's because of our guest today, man. Will you please introduce your legendary self, my friend?
Wow, that's fucking rude. I'm about to introduce myself and you burp over it. That's fucking nuts. That's insane. I mean, I don't consider myself royalty or anything. I just think that, you know, like you invite someone to your house, you burp when they fucking say something.
Yeah.
That's madness, man. That's madness. It's okay, man. I'll tell you what. You come to my house. I will not burp over your fucking. All right. Okay. Whatever. You know,
this
whatever.
Is how we. This
edgelord over here.
roll.
We got an edgelord here. Okay, so
Yes.
I am Bunty King. Just a dude on the internet, man. Just trying to change some shit. You know, try to fucking step up and say some crazy shit. You know, that's just me.
He's changed the game, guys.
Yeah.
He's changed the layout of it, and we're ready to get into this, man. So you know what?
Crinkling stuff.
To me, who the fuck is eating Cheetos right now?
This fucking guy. I'm blown away. Is this actually what your podcast is though? Like some guy eats Cheetos? Like that's the thing? Oh, I'm thinking it seems like some kind of like Adult Swim type shit, and I'm kind of liking it. That you got this fucking guy. This is like I get it. I understand. You're this fucked up dude, and like it's like those talk shows that these celebrities come on and they do some weird shit to them, and they don't handle it properly because they're being trolled, you know. But it's just all in good fun. It's good for the entertainment. I get it. So you eat your fucking chips, rat. You eat them. I'll play along. It's not a big deal. Let's do this.
He's a goddamn gatekeeper, man.
I'm just
Well, hey
least
man,
fucking
let's
pull the bag and drink the crumbs, dude. If you're gonna do that.
I'm not
He
even
just
finished with
fucking-
them, dude.
He just ate some fucking soup, man. Give him a fucking break, man. What was I gonna say, man? You
just
guys
opened the
eating
bag right
Cheetos and shit just threw me the fuck off, man. Oh yeah. So let's get into it, man. Bunty, have you checked out the new podcast, the Catch 33?
No, I haven't. I haven't had time to actually listen to anything YouTube really. I've been just kind of like so busy with Montreal shit. So busy.
That's totally fine.
Yeah, I've been
That's
like
okay.
just, it's nuts though because like, you know,
That was only gonna be our main topic, but it's okay. We'll go ahead. We'll just do it. Fuck it.
Yeah. Is it really your main topic tonight? Is it really? You gonna talk about that? I'm down to listen. I'm down to listen to you guys. So I mean, here's the thing, right? I've been like, because I do a lot of people just expect me to be really like all like consuming of YouTube culture and shit like that, all the YouTube shit going on and the drama and all that stuff and the different podcasts, and like obviously like the viewers, they want me to like talk on it or report on it or say something about it, you know, and but whatever I'm doing transcends like YouTube. Like I'm not just active on YouTube. I'm very active in Montreal. I'm very active like with people here in Montreal and trying to connect people and like and just working with personalities here in Montreal at the Montreal local level. And like I've been doing the stuff that like, you know, these commentary channels have been doing for like years essentially because I'm just so fucking out there. All right. And
let me ask you.
That's how I've just been
like,
busy. I've just been busy. I wish I could.
Is there a lot of YouTubers around Montreal? I mean, assuming there is.
There's not a lot of YouTubers, but there's a lot of people who want to project like a YouTuber, but they don't want to do it on YouTube. They may want to do it like normal avenues of media, so they don't go YouTube. They go like, you know, to over here we have CTV or CBC or something like that. You know, it's like if someone it's like if someone like you know was like pretty active in the community and they started going towards your local news, and then from there they went up towards like CNN or Fox or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like
I got you. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild, man. Because
so just YouTube.
we were talking about fucking you. I assume you stream a lot, correct? Or you do a lot of like YouTube live shit, playing games.
Honestly, no, man. I don't do like a lot of like YouTube live anymore because it's just like for me, like doing a live stream is just to like connect and chill with my audience. Like I'm literally chilling in my stream. Like I'm just hanging out and I talk, look at the chat and I say what up and stuff like that, and we just talk and about anything. You know, sometimes I'll start off with like a long rant, or I'll be like, yo, this is what we should be doing, or like this is what I think is going on. You know, and then that's what'll happen. But most of the time it's just to chill, and it's never to be like, all right, let's just focus on live streaming, playing the game, and being like crazy good at the game. You know.
I think that's one of the reasons that I've wanted to do live streaming, because I think that'll be pretty cool. Like I mean, I have a small like audience right now because I'm still a small channel, but I feel with the amount of people that I could actually get on to watch my stream, I feel like it would be really cool and really fucking rad, like to be talking to other people.
No, that's really cool. That's really cool, and that's what
somebody just got killed
from
guys.
like a viewer.
Sorry.
What was that?
What?
No. I said somebody just got killed. Sorry, I
was
just
talking to you, Tony. I was talking to Bunty.
Okay. So that's what separates you from like other viewers, I would say. You know, like because I know that you guys, like maybe I don't know if all of you view my content, but like Tony definitely viewed my content, right? And like you know, he's a viewer, but he's also like doing something. So he's also trying to connect with people on the level that like I'm trying to connect with people. And like I think that's really cool, and that's what separates like a viewer from a content creator. People are trying to connect with people and build their own community within a community and within a community and within a community. And I think that's like so cool that people tend to like if you look at people like FuzzyTube, YouTubers like FuzzyTube, and then YouTubers like myself, like our FuzzyTube's goal is to be number one, to be like this fans looking up to him, and he's got this like God complex, right? But with someone like me, it's not about just having fans that look up to me. It's about having maybe fans that do look up to me, but are also doing like working at the same time to make the community stronger. And I like that, and I want to connect with those kinds of people, you know. And like I don't like it when people come over and they like dick ride, or like they say something fucking crazy like that's just like, oh, you're just the best, you're like just the best, like I love you, you're like favorite fan, I just wish you could do, like don't be a weirdo, like be chill and want to chill and like hang out. You know, that's the shit that I love. I don't want that. I don't want like a fucking normal fan. You know, I'm down with having fans, but I don't want a normal fan. I want like a dude that's chilling. That's all. Because you know what?
You're a human as well. Like you're not fucking like a god. Like how people look at celebrities nowadays, or how people look at other YouTubers nowadays.
But at the same time. No, but at the same time, I do kind of want to be a celebrity. I'm not going to shame myself for that. I'm not going to be like, no, fuck that. I don't want to be. I definitely want to gain popularity. I definitely want my voice to be heard. But I'm not going to do it in a way that's like, only my voice is the one that I want to be heard. I want everybody to be like fucking shouting together, you know, like that kind of shit. It sounds so fucking hippie and bullshit, man. But essentially,
I agree with most of the things you're saying.
Yeah, it's not like everyone's just gonna suddenly start making money on YouTube. That's not what I'm trying to get at. I'm trying to say that like there's obviously only gonna be a few people that are gonna be good at YouTube or good enough to follow in like large amounts of people. You know, there's only gonna be so many certain people who are able to amass such a following, right? And the thing is that if those people are able to cultivate more people like that, then what the fuck there's nothing wrong with that, because you constantly to have like new blood. You constantly have something like. There's some creators that are starting out today, you know, on YouTube in the commentary genre or anything, you know, providing social commentary, that have like 0 subs. A year from now, man, they could be at like 100,000 subs. They could be at that. Yeah. You know, and that's the thing, and that's why I'm so down to like work with smaller creators like you or anybody really, and it doesn't really matter how big the channel is. Just fucking chill. That's the thing. Sears the same way. It's so fucking cool.
But see, and here's the thing, going off of what you said, and we were actually talking about this before you got on. I was sitting there talking to Rusty and Tommy, and I said, you know, I noticed a lot of, I'm not going to say it's just commentary channels or gaming channels.
I disconnected. I disconnected for a bit there. I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. Just to connect, just to sync it up again. It's fine. It's no problem. I just wanted to let you know so that you.
Well, what I was saying was that like I won't define it with commentary or gaming channels, but I noticed for the most part lately, I've seen a lot of people that have gotten. I want to say, you know, they've been around, and I've seen them go from 800 subs, 1,200 subs. And they work full time. They do their thing, and then all of a sudden they're at 20,000. They're talking to a lot of bigger YouTubers, but they're still genuine about it. Right. You know, there is no complex. with it, and they're still out there, fucking, I assume, hanging out with their friends. Nothing has changed with them. Of course, I assume if you get to, so big that your fucking channel revolves around your salary, I mean, your paydays and paying bills, and I guess that's different. But I tend to like those people a little bit more, I guess, because I feel like just they're not being disingenuous about their status on YouTube, and not that they don't take it seriously, but they're just free flowing with it and having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I totally agree.
But-
I mean, I think that's what really, when it comes down to it, I mean, I think YouTube is just really more so about having fun. Like, yeah, you maybe you want to make money, maybe you want to make this job or something, which is totally all right. I mean, it's whatever. If you want to, then that's fine. But it's like, as long as you're having fun doing what you want to do and like making your content and everything, then it's totally okay. Like, it's not like you're gonna be like, oh, dude, I'm just gonna be making videos to be making money, which that to me is kind of like annoying that people do that, whereas other people that actually work their asses off on content. And then again, it's more so like people don't really care about how much you put into your content. They just want to see more like easy shit.
Clickbait.
That they can, yeah, clickbait shit. But I mean, everyone clickbaits now on YouTube. Like, YouTube is the land of fucking clickbait now. And that's just because, well, a bunch of other bigger YouTubers do it.
That's because
there's so many videos on YouTube. Everyone's uploading content. You need to have a clickbait title. And the thing is that clickbait in itself, I remember when clickbait first really became a thing, and it was like kind of like in 2011, 2012, as media was starting to shift to actual internet, status. Because before that, before like this clickbaiting trend started, most of the time you consumed your media from like, actual news sources, like BBC, CNN, fucking all this shit. And now, with the upsurge of blogs, and they're all of a sudden they have want to have their voices heard. In order to get people to start reading their stuff and listening to their stuff, they gotta bait people into it, And so that just changed everything. So
I agree.
So now with YouTube and there's so many content creators being there and all this stuff, you need to kind of clickbait and get this viewer, you need to get the viewer early. And then you keep them there for the content. So the clickbait becomes bad, and Leon Lush did an excellent video on this, and you should watch it, because Leon Lush is fucking a genius. He's a fucking genius.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Watch it.
I've seen it.
Leon Lush is fucking chill, right?
Yeah.
And he says, pretty much that, the clickbait isn't bad necessarily. It's the stuff following the clickbait that makes the clickbait bad. So Phil DeFranco's content. Fuck, man, I've disconnected. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean,
hold on.
I think clickbait, it's not so bad. Like, as long as it follows through in the video. I mean, if you're getting exactly what you're clicking for, then that's what you want.
Yo, okay, there we go. I'm back. Wow, shit, I fucked up, man. I was like trying to. I got disconnected. Fuck. So essentially, like, Leon Lush's content, like what he was trying to say there was that it's the content after that makes it shit or not. So someone like Phil DeFranco is cool. Someone like Phil DeFranco is so cool, but like other people aren't, and people need to get over this whole clickbait bullshit. Like, they need to stop worrying about it. It's nothing.
Yeah.
It's really nothing. You're gonna need it. You need to get attention.
You need to
fuck off with their idealism.
You need to get attention. You need to throw a good visual up there, man. You know what's funny? Like, we're sitting here talking about this, and I'm thinking about the H3H3 video that he made about, like, he said he murdered Hila or some shit, and it had like all these fucking knives, and it was just hilarious, man. But anyway, I was thinking about that, and during that, his whole point, like through the video, he's like, clickbait. God damn, none of us can say that. Clickbait is not fucking bad. It's just some people use it overzealously, like to the point where it becomes you feel disconnected from their content because of it, and it just becomes kind of an annoyingness. But
personally,
for the most part,
more so like the Vine stars, the ex-Vine stars that, since Vine's kind of dead now.
Yeah.
I love that.
True.
The X.
Oh my god, it's true. They are moving over to YouTube. It's true. As soon as Vine died, you got Logan Paul rolling in on fucking YouTube.
I was about to say
oh my god, that's so true. They're all doing it. Like, fucking Of course, they're
Lance
fucking.
Stewart.
Mine's dead, and they're here, and they're rats. Oh my god, I forgot. You guys are fucking chill, man. You guys are chill. What a chill podcast. I didn't even fucking realize that like this is going on, man. They're fucking. Oh my god, bro. Mine is dead, and they're coming over with their garbage content on YouTube, and of course it makes perfect sense that they're here. Yeah, of course, yeah. And that's why clickbait is such a major thing, because before clickbait wasn't really that big of a deal on YouTube. It wasn't that huge of a deal. It was mainly I think on Facebook. Now clickbait's on fucking everywhere. It's just everywhere.
Yeah.
Boobs.
Yeah, let me ask you about.
Oh my gosh, it's true.
Let me ask you about
totally
Facebook,
true.
Bunty. I'm assuming you have Facebook. I mean, I'm the only probably human being that is disconnected from Facebook right now. But
it's crazy that you're okay. Before you get on, it's crazy that you're disconnected from Facebook, but you're connected to Twitter, and I think that speaks volumes. I think that speaks volumes of your character, by the way, because Facebook is in a lot of ways not genuine, because Facebook makes you present this absolutely proper side of you. This guy is going to go ahead and write whatever he needs to write in a pleasant way. And there's some people obviously who just ramble on Facebook. They kind of treat it like Twitter in a way, and nobody pays attention to them. People just kind of stop it because everyone wants to kind of have their happy reality on Facebook.
Yeah.
But on Twitter, everyone is just everything's out in the open. We're just talking about all sorts of crazy shit. It doesn't matter if it's polarizing. We talk about religion, talk about anything. It's really just out there. And on Facebook, you don't do that. You don't do that. Yeah. And that speaks volumes of you that you don't use Facebook. That's amazing. That's actually interesting. You use Facebook, no Facebook with Twitter.
We were talking about that. I said, because I was telling Tommy, I said, he was like, well, because I initially started the Facebook page for my channel, and I disconnected from it because a lot of the people that were following the Facebook were actually from my original account, like my personal account. And I was
exactly.
like... And then I was
I don't want this. Yeah,
I didn't want it, so I disconnected it basically.
But let me tell you this, guys. Let me tell you this right now, Tony. Fucking everything's gonna change soon. Donald Trump is on Twitter. Yeah. You don't see Donald Trump on Facebook. Does Donald Trump manage his Facebook account? Nobody goes to no one quote. Anytime you see a photo in the media, anytime you see the news covering his shit, they're not talking about a Facebook post he made. They tried it with Facebook, really, but not really. He did he had the photo where he. Oh no, maybe that was Twitter actually. That was actually a Twitter post. That wasn't a Facebook post.
I think it was Twitter.
Yeah, it was a Twitter post where he's like Trump Tower. I was like, I love the Mexicans. I think that was Twitter. Yeah, for sure it was.
Yeah.
That's the thing, man. That's the thing. He is fully on Twitter, and now everyone is kind of like moving to Twitter. And because people are more themselves on Twitter, eventually people are going to start becoming more of themselves on Facebook, and it's just going to completely change the social dynamic. And you won't have to feel this fear of your personal friends following you anymore. Like I'm hoping that one day I have all of my friends following me, like all of my friends on normally following me. Like I don't have an issue with my private life. And the other thing is this, all right? I also don't mind that when I live on my own, if people on the internet know where I live, I don't give a fuck about that.
That's interesting.
I care. I only care right now because my parents are I live with my parents, so like I can't have fucking kids show up to my place, or like the cops call to my place for some dumb stupid shit, dumb prank.
Getting doxxed
which I feel like are happening fewer and fewer lately, because as people start to mature, they begin to realize that that's some dumb shit, and the only person that would ever do that isn't an adult. I don't think an adult would ever do that. I don't think an adult would ever do something like that. And then if an adult did something like that, they'd go to fucking jail. It'd be the ugliest situation. So the thing is, I wouldn't mind like people knowing where I live if I lived on my own. If I lived on my own, not a big deal, or where I work. And that's a beautiful thing. Like, because when I work, ideally I want to get a job that's media related, right? And ideally I would work in a position where people would know where I'm working. They're like, oh, this guy's working in this building because he works in this media company.
Right.
That's my end game in life. And so for me, it's not going to be an issue the way I talk, because this is the way I want to talk for the rest of my life. Just to be chill and open with people and talk about whatever the fuck I want to say faggot, say cunt, say all this stuff. Like that shit's important.
That's what I love so much about fucking like when you're on your podcast, we're on our podcast or on Discord or whatever it is. You're just it's just like a think tank. It's just like free flowing, like what's going on in the world, what's going on with you, and it's just a free for all, you know. And nobody gives a fuck about your status. Nobody gives a fuck if you got goddamn $20 in the bank or if you got fucking $1 million in the bank.
Exactly, and it's beautiful because in real life on Facebook, people are like, "Oh, you can't talk about this. You are not a fucking educated person. You're not this. You're not you're not a politician." But on Twitter, I've noticed that has never come up. That has never come up. Or you're just a YouTube guy, or you're just this guy. That's never been said to me. Like, "Oh, you don't know this enough." Like, fuck you. And people have tried to say it actually, but they get shut down immediately because it's like, listen, shut the fuck up. Like, I'm not an idiot. Like, I'm educated. I'm not some guy that just randomly did this. The only reason why I make videos and I'm able to communicate with people effectively is because I'm educated. I'm not some fucking lowlife sitting in my basement. You see me on camera. You can see me talk to people.
Right.
And like,
you're interacting with. But let me.
Yeah, I don't give off a fucking I'm hiding my dungeon vibe. I'm outside hanging out with friends.
Dungeons and Dragon vibe, bro.
Well, no, video when I film a Twitter video, I'm not fucking Keemstar, you know, just hanging out hanging out in front of a green screen, you know. I'm fucking like sometimes I post videos and I'm in a room with like my friends and we're like talking, and I'll post a video of me sitting there and I'll be talking about or rambling about something, and it's like, that's just the kind of person I am. I'm not some guy that just is always in this one spot, like in this green screen. I film videos outside and I put them as shit posts. Like, that's something I do. I'm interacting. Like, that's the thing. Like, a lot of the content creators don't do that. They don't post photos.
I think a lot of them take it almost too seriously a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm gonna use my video for instance. Or Tommy's a good fucking analogy, but. Like, the video I posted, it was the last video I posted, and it was about fucking BuzzFeed, of course, because, you know, that goddamn topic never gets old. And I went over to my buddies, because I actually hadn't finished filming it, and I was like, hey, man, I'm going to just chill for a second. I was like, oh, I need to upload this, and I just flipped out the tripod, and fucking, he's in the back room, and other guys in the other room fucking smoking and shit, and I just, like, threw it all together, like, right there, as they're shooting blow darts into a fucking target.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty chill. That's chill because that shows that you're not only connecting with an audience online, but you're also able to connect with an audience in real life that isn't related to your audience online. Like, those guys aren't really they're not like connected to your YouTube. They're not connected to YouTubers. They're not connected to YouTube. They probably don't even really watch them as YouTube, but you're just chilling, right? Like, you're just chilling with friends.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, like my friends are the same way. They don't watch a lot of YouTube, but they chill with me. They chill.
Actually, most of my friends, to be honest with you, they know I have a YouTube channel, but, and they may watch it on occasion, but they don't really fuck with YouTube like that. If I was like, hey man, did you see Colossal's video? They're like, I have no idea who you're talking about.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. But eventually that's gonna change too. People are gonna once everyone is online.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, eventually once everyone's, Yeah, go ahead.
We're free. We're just goddamn freestyling, guys. We're freestyling.
I think what I do for my channel is like, you know, I didn't really know how to get started with it, so like what I started doing is I started putting it on all my media. Like, I started telling everyone to go subscribe, and that's how I'm gaining subscribers because of Tony, how he helped me with my channel, which was I really thank you for that. But like that's how I basically started my whole channel and everything. Like, I just started telling everyone that they could go check out my videos. Some of them liked them, some of them didn't, some of them subscribed, some of them didn't. It's alright, it's totally whatever they want. Like,
right.
I think everybody has their own way. I think Bunty, Tommy, I think we can all agree, like, everybody has their own way of which is actually getting into the main topic I want to talk about, which was the fact that smaller YouTubers, we're kind of piggybacking from the other topic, but smaller YouTubers trying to get a hold of bigger YouTubers. And I know I've been on Twitter. I'm sure, Bunty, you've probably seen Alex's post, Wild Spartan's post, a couple other people's posts. Of course, not Pyro's, for everybody that's listening. Pyro's, he's been indefinitely fucking suspended, from my understanding, for whatever reason. But, no, like, I've seen the posts about, like, smaller YouTubers basically trying to gain access, befriend, if you will, bigger YouTubers to, try to grow themselves, and then turning around, I'm paraphrasing here, but to turn around and basically fucking denounce and talk shit to those bigger YouTubers after sucking them off a month earlier or whatever the situation was. Like I said, I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but I find that interesting that I feel like it's kind of a one road, or I mean I guess it's a two-lane road on that, but I feel like a lot of smaller YouTubers become disconnected with YouTube once they get to a certain point and they just feel like, you know what, fuck them. I'm at a certain point, and I've seen it happen. I'm not gonna mention, but I've seen it happen, and it kind of makes me feel like that good route they're going, the good route that we're going towards with YouTube, even though with the algorithm and all the little bullshit and the hiccups, that it does put a little bit of toxicity, I guess, in the air. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Well, personally, I know you're probably hoping for Bunty to answer this, but
I really was. Like, I was really like, when I heard your voice, I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, I know. I realized that shit, and I was like, I don't care. I was like, that's totally whatever. I mean, I don't give a shit. What I was gonna say is that, like me being a small channel, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't really want to, like, there's people that just really wouldn't want to, like, get in anything, like, with me or anything, because, like, they would feel like I'm probably just gonna use them and just, like, leave them like, or whatever. That's not really the case with me, at least. Like, Tony, he asked me if he wanted to collab, I don't know why, and, I did, and, it was a pretty cool thing. I mean, we're still friends now, so that's a pretty rad thing that I've seen. And, there's other people that do use, like, bigger YouTubers, and I think that's just really shitty. I don't think that should be a thing whatsoever.
Exactly. It's just the leech mentality. Mm-hmm. You're gonna find that with people, even before YouTube, obviously, there's always those people who maybe they have like a friend who has like a rich friend or something, or someone who has better shit, and so they go and they'll be their friend just to use their shit or whatever. And you're always gonna have those people who see an opportunity and just take advantage of it and give a shit less about who it is. And I don't think that's ever gonna go away.
Right. Well, let me clarify, because I want to hear Bunty's on this. Let me clarify real quick. Let me reword it. People are always going to use other people. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's the word use is genuinely put in a negative manner when you put it in the sentence like that. But other people use certain people. I used a guy that I'm really good friends with to get a job. We're still good friends. I used him to help me get a job, right. But we're still good friends. So, I mean, you can still use people, and it's in a ambitious or a good way. Yeah. It's just the outcome of the process. So I just wanted to clarify that.
No, that's true. It's how you think about it going into it. It's okay to use people or use opportunities to your advantage, but I think what we're talking about more is like loyalty. Like, are you going to be loyal to that person? It basically shows that who you are as a person. When you get what you want, how are you going to act after the fact? Are you going to be a dick about it, or a douchebag, or are you going to still have that loyalty that you had that loyalty leading up to there? Are you still going to keep that after you get what you want?
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know. It's like, it's interesting. People are just weird, and you can tell, like, there's people who act a certain way when they're like smaller, and there's people who act a certain way when they have their status. And I don't know. I guess it changes from person to person, but the thing that also changes is that you end up like becoming a little bit more aware of people who may just be there just to fucking, be like just use you. And then people like to associate, oh, you're being all fucking arrogant because you don't want to like shout me out, or you don't want to retweet me or something like that. You're terrible. You don't connect with your audience at all. Like, that's what people, and that's the double-edged sword that I'm like afraid of having a crossover if I ever get to that point where I'm like so big that a shout out from me is like sick, like I don't think it is right now. So even though people are asking me, they ask me to retweet their shit, and I'm like, can you please stop asking me to do that? Like, I don't want to do that.
I think
but I'm being real, and I'm gonna reach out and be real with them instead of just ignore them. Like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Please, man.
I think it's just going off that topic real quick. I remember when I did the podcast, and you know, when we first had our first people on, when we had Alex and Elvis said, I mean, who, you know, thank God for them. They all retweeted and tweeted out towards, and it was like there really wasn't a lot of push towards it. And I do, it's really kind of weird because I've seen other I mean, obviously, I mean, we went over this a little bit, or I have, about podcasts springing up here and there. And then, of course, there's been podcasts been around, but I've seen some people that are on podcasts, and it doesn't even have to be podcasts. I mean, let's be honest. It can just be you wanting somebody to retweet just something you said on Twitter, and you not even be a goddamn YouTube creator, just to get Twitter followers. I mean, it can go either way, but, and them just bugging and bugging and bugging, you know? And it's crazy because that goes into the topic, you know, we're talking about is when you're smaller and you're trying to become bigger, you know, you want to be genuine. You want to be yourself. You don't want to fall in that goddamn fucking crowd where somebody goes, oh, there's that fucking guy again. You know, I go to the goddamn smoke shop, and I see that same fat fuck in front of the goddamn fucking Swisher aisle, and he's asking me for $1 every goddamn time. I'm like, fuck, and I don't even want to go in because I see him, you know. You don't want to become that fat guy. I'm sorry for anybody that's fat listening to this. I'm just using that analogy.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, man.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. But let me.
I'm so quiet. By the way, I'm being so quiet because I'm just listening to you guys. I'm like listening. I'm just
oh, that's all good, man.
I'm your guest in a podcast. I should be talking a little bit more, but I'm just listening. You know.
So
I haven't
good
been saying things for like minutes at a time. You know, just
you're grade A1 sauce, dude. You're great, dude.
Nice.
You know what, man?
It's like a bit of a meditation for me.
Let me actually ask you something, Bunty. And Tommy, I know you were talking to me about this earlier, and I kind of want to hear your point.
Yeah.
But we were talking about Leon earlier, who's a wonderful guy, who's hopefully we have on the podcast here sometime. I'd love to have him. You know, he puts a lot of Twitter videos up that make you kind of scratch your head and go, damn, I never really looked at some shit like that. And he made a video, which is funny because I thought that I would have heard about the video before, but I heard it through him, which was YouTube Rise. And I know we kind of touched on this earlier before we, you know, fucking got on here, but what's your thoughts on the whole YouTube Rise program, and like, do you feel kind of like how Leon feels? Like it's kind of like it's a step in the right direction, but it's really not.
100%. But YouTube doesn't owe us anything, and it's up to. And people always feel like, oh, when I put out content, it's gotta get shown to everybody. It has to be shown to everybody. I'm a special snowflake. Fucking check me out. I'm the fucking best. You know, like, but are you the best? Are you gonna be like your best when they're showing you right away? I'll tell you something right now, man. When I started live streaming on YouTube, one day I had 600 people watching me. This was like a month into live streaming. I had 600 people watching me. My stream quality was so shit back then, but I had 600 people watching me. You know, now and it was so. But here's the thing, though, right? Like 600 people watching you is a lot. Like that's 50,000 views on a video, by the way, on a stream. If you do it, if you finish, it's insane, right? So, what? What'd you say? Oh yeah, okay. I thought you said no. I was like, what?
He says yeah, a weird way. He's
okay.
Yeah, he's got that Russian accent a little bit.
So that's the thing, right? But the thing is, that success fucked me up though, because I got it a month into YouTube. All right, everyone wants fame right away. Everyone wants to be recognized for the content right away because they feel it's super precious. And yeah, I get it. Okay, everyone that has any kind of self-esteem, that's something that they want. It's for sure something that they want. And it's not a fault of their own, right? I had that issue, but the thing is, I realize now, looking back, I'm so glad that those numbers didn't continue, because at some point those numbers stopped continuing, and I was forced to think, how can I make my content better? How can I do this better? I need to start getting people in a certain way. I need to get people in a certain way. I can't just be the way I'm being right now. I got to think about something else. I got to do something different. I have to project myself a little bit harder in a different way, and I need to reevaluate what I'm doing. and
Right.
and that would have never happened if I was just getting views after views after views, and my content would have been shit. I would have been no better than these fucking shit clickbait channels, you know. What at one point, last year, one of my friends was like, or he was a friend, he's not a friend anymore. He's a fucking garbage YouTuber. He's garbage, man. I don't even say his name. He's so shit. But
it's all right. I left out another YouTuber too, so it's all good.
Yeah, no, but this guy's got like almost 200,000 subs. He's a fucking loser. He's a loser. He's a loser. Yeah. He's a big YouTuber, but he's a loser. Like I know he's a loser because I know him in real life. He's a loser. He was like, constantly telling me to fucking keep this like Indian accent or something like that. And at one point, he was even asking if I wanted to do a challenge with him, and I even considered doing like one of these Chubby Bunny challenges, you know. And that was where I was at in terms of low level of views. I was like, oh, maybe I should try doing this with my channel. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna be me. I need to do me. And then, as in doing me, I redesigned my live streams, minimalized it. Really just like got artists to like work on some special donation gifts, and then I just brought Bunty bits to an entirely different level, and then I started working
your Bunty bits is a fucking. I don't know when you started it because I've watched quite a bit of your videos, but to be honest with you, most of them are the Bunty bits videos.
The Bunty bits videos are like people think they're like next level for some reason.
Yeah. And it's different. It's different, and you're free flowing. Like you can tell when somebody's this genuine and when somebody's actually genuine about their videos for the most part.
Yeah. So I really try to. I do cut a lot, right? And there's a lot of cuts, and like I really try to get a point across. But I do try to just go off and talk about whatever.
Yeah.
Just the way I'm talking to you guys on the podcast, and that's the kind of relationship I want to have. And it's only going to get better because if we get into this, if I like end up going to a point where I have like a studio, I'll be doing it off a teleprompter. That's what I'll be doing.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you said that because Tommy, we've all talked. I mean, rest of me and Tommy, man, have talked about like scripting out podcasts or scripting out videos. And I remember Bunty, we had this conversation. I think it was a little bit after the Elvis video on the podcast we did, and I remember Tommy going, you know what, man. And I mean, fair enough, Rusty also. It's like, let's just free flow it. Just fucking free flow it, just like a fucking, just chopping it up like you would fucking at a goddamn bar.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
And we did it, like, kind of pre-did it with ourselves. I mean, it like we were just having a normal conversation with some buddies, you know?
That was basically what we did with the Rough Draft podcast, which is the first episode with me. Well, it was just me and Tony at the time. And, it was an okay video. Like we just talked about.
It was about Lacey.
It was all just free flow, and it wasn't like we didn't try.
We got off.
Anything.
We got off. Yeah, we got off of that. I think it was actually right before the Elvis video, and then as soon as we started having like people on, man, it was just like it's kind of weird going into like. I'm sure, I don't know if you felt like this, Bunty, but like when you have a conversation, maybe for the first time, with maybe a bigger YouTuber, you kind of expect to like, I guess I expected to kind of be like, oh shit, I'm going to be talking to this big YouTuber, this and that. And it was weird for us because when we first talked to Elvis or whoever, talked to, whether it been Mama Max or whoever over Skype, it's just been free flowing. It's just, I feel like, when you're having a conversation with somebody, man, and they know they're a bigger channel. They know and this kind of goes into what we were talking about earlier. They know they're a bigger channel, but you can tell they're a genuine person when they're just acting like they don't even have a goddamn YouTube channel. They're just like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, I might grab a Dos Equis with you a little bit later. Just. I enjoy that, man. That's why I enjoyed this podcast, man. That we can like sit there and just fucking
I think that's
just
what
kick
I really
back.
appreciated about Elvis and Alex is that like the thing that
Did you bust a nut? Did you bust a nut there?
No, it's because
you gave that.
Bunty disconnected, but,
Yeah, I disconnected, guys. I disconnected a while ago. I just realized I'm like sitting there and on Twitter and I'm like writing to someone and I'm just like, why is no one saying anything? What the fuck's going on?
well, like,
So before, yeah, go ahead.
what was that?
gonna tell the listeners before we started this podcast. I told these guys that I'm stoned.
Oh yeah,
Fucking chilling.
that's totally
And
fine.
then Rusty was like, I thought the only stoned women in your country. And I was like, wow, that's fucking sick, dude.
That's goddamn terrible.
You're talking. I always find it funny because like it's cool that people can joke with me like this because I used to take it as an insult, but I'm beginning to realize that it's not like. They're just chilling, like they're connecting with me. They're connecting with me in a way because they know that they can make this joke because I'm so unlike, the person that they would have perceived me to be. Like when you see a brown dude with a beard, you don't think, oh, this guy talks like me or this guy wants to do the same shit I do. You think an immigrant or you think like a person in a cab. You don't have that same connection, but people are beginning to see that.
In a cab. I don't know about the person in the cab thing, but
well, I definitely.
I got you.
Yeah, well, your cab drivers aren't Indian? Your cab drivers aren't Indian?
No, they are.
Honestly, our cab drivers are pretty much Mexican people, but I live in South Texas, so.
Oh, okay, so that's it. That's probably why. For us, it's like all Indians, Indians, Middle Easterns.
I live like in Texas, so like I'm like really near like that part of Texas, and there's
Rusty.
What part of Texas?
Fucking hour away from
Laredo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's
he lives in Laredo.
I'm Hispanic. I'm Hispanic, and it's just full of Hispanics here, so I can't really say that anyone's because like they were making Tommy and Tony were making a joke yesterday that when I walk to KFC or Popeyes that there's black people. I'm like, no, it's actually half of the people there. Most of the people there are Hispanic,
or Mexican people.
Surprisingly,
like there's not.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's so true that the stereotypes change per region, right?
Yeah, exactly.
For us, like KFC has like normal. Like I don't know. I don't say it has black people, but it has just like. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, I get it. I totally get it.
He's like, I don't even go there to eat. So
I don't even go there to eat. I actually don't go to KFC to eat. So I like realized that I'm like, who the fuck goes to KFC? I'm actually thinking, like, who goes to KFC in Montreal? Because I have no idea. Because I don't go to KFC. I think I went to KFC once, like last year, and that was because I was feeling really fat, and I decided to sit down. And I was only there for like 5 minutes. I finished my food and bounced.
Yeah.
I just realized that holy shit, I don't go to KFC. McDonald's, everyone goes to McDonald's. You don't think like McDonald's is just everybody.
This podcast is sponsored
everybody.
by KFC.
Yeah, this is so sick.
KFC.
Fucking Fousey Tube will find a way to flag us. So chill out.
No, but as I was saying,
So,
like,
I love when Americans call him Fousey Tube. Fousey Tube. Fousey Tube. I love it. It's hilarious.
Fousey Tube. Fousey.
I call him
Fousey Tube. Fousey.
He's a goddamn grade A1 sauce guy.
I like the Fousey Tube. Give me the
I love
Fousey
how.
All right.
Chill
I
out,
love
Mario.
how. Okay, that went on way too long.
Gold covered Fousey Tube.
Hey, you know what's funny? We were talking about. How about, like you hang around with people? Yeah, that too.
Man, I'm gonna fucking do that. That's coming. Tube. Hello, guys. My name is Tube. I am from Middle East. This is my mother. That's the next skit for sure. Hi, guys. I'm Tube. Hello to the greatest family in the world. Yes, I gotta do it. That's my next skit for sure. You heard it here.
That's gotta be
You heard it here.
Fucking skit. Oh my god.
We just helped with the skit. That's
amazing. That's sick. That's fucking sick.
That's next fucking gen. Speaking of next gen, hold on, shut up, Rusty, for a second.
Oh my god.
Hey,
first it's the chips and then it's the Mario.
Have
stuff.
you? Yeah, well, you knew I was gonna bring up fucking Mario. Fucking, do you listen? I mean, do you listen? Jesus Christ. Do you you play a lot of games? Are you into a lot of Nintendo type of games, Bunty?
Not really, but I mean, do you want to steer the conversation to the Switch?
I was gonna ask.
I was just wondering. You just asked me about the Switch. It's fine. I just realized that you guys don't really know me that well, and I just assumed that everyone kind of like just should know me right well, but know me very well because I'm super like open. So I can realize that it's funny that you're asking this question. Yeah, I'm all over games, man. I'm all over everything. So like for me, I heard about the Switch. I heard people were barking, you know, that there's like issues with the performance and stuff like that. Personally, I don't give a fuck. I might get it later. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna get. I'm not gonna get it at launch. You don't ever buy a console at launch unless
obviously.
you are handicapped. Are you handicapped?
Like
then you go ahead and buy a console at launch. That's what you do.
The PS4 right now is like at $250 or so.
I thought he was
really
gonna say
fucking
extra
cheap.
Boogie 2988. Sorry.
And like the thing about the Switch that I saw is that it's very expensive, like with all the accessories and everything that you need. It's very expensive. Plus, it doesn't even have that big of a library yet. So like, there's no reason for you to buy it.
Well, here's the thing. People would probably get it so that they could stream games from it or stuff like that. That might be the thing. So actually, I may get it. I may get it on day one. So. Let me retract that statement. Get it if you're a streamer. Yeah, that's the only thing. Get those fucking views, bro. Actually, you may not be able to because Nintendo program is fucked up. Nintendo is crazy. They want to monetize all your shit. They don't want any content of theirs online. So people can't make money off. Yeah, that's true, huh?
Total.
There's not a lot of Nintendo streamers.
Yeah, no.
That's
I remember.
that's
I
crazy
remember back
you just
then
said
when I
that.
started when I used to just like make like gaming videos. I didn't have that much subscribers, obviously. But
you still don't.
Hey, shut the fuck up, please. I used to make that like gaming videos, and I started playing Legend of Zelda. There was this one part that I was not talking, and since the song was playing in the background, my video got a copyright strike for it. Like it was just a little part of the song, and it got like.
You didn't get strike. You got claimed.
Claimed.
Yeah, you didn't get a strike. A strike means that you get fucked up.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay. The thing is though, is that a lot of people get. No, it's not you confused. And actually, this is a perfect opportunity to talk about this. Like people who listen to these podcasts, people who watch YouTube videos, don't understand that a strike isn't something that happens right away. It's always a claim, and no one's gonna come to your video and immediately strike it, unless you're doing something really illegal. Unless you're doing something really illegal, like for example, streaming football. If you're streaming football, like NFL on your channel, then that's fucked up because it's completely different level.
Yes.
But if it's other YouTubers, or if it's like a video game content or video game gameplay or stuff like that, that's gonna get, if anything, just copyrighted. That's all.
Yeah.
They never ever will strike it. If they cannot. It would be so fucking stupid for them to do that.
I'm glad you said. I'm glad you brought that up. These two know. I know you don't know, Bunty, but on my old channel, that's how I got my first strike. Actually, was from playing NFL. A whole NFL game. It was.
Oh my god, you're out of your mind. That's insane. How the fuck did you manage that? Why would you even think that's okay?
I was young.
I guess you're gay. You're probably young, so you think that. Yeah. But, so it's like fucking what's it called? What was I gonna say? There was a streamer. Her name was Semjasi Law. Her name was Semjasi. I don't know. Garbage streamer. She was like this girl. Like she was like. The best way to explain her would be fucking. Imagine if Zoe Burger was totally like uneducated.
Like even more retarded.
So Zoe Burger.
No. Zoe Burger is educated. Zoe Burger is 100% educated. I'm telling you, she's educated. She's a fucking smart girl. But this girl, imagine this girl, but not Zoe Burger. See, Zoe Burger, like I don't know why people think that Zoe Burger is dumb. I don't know how they can't see through it because it's super easy. She hasn't made one bad decision for her channel yet.
True.
She hasn't made one bad. Everyone's like, "Yo, she's so dumb." Are you kidding me? She's growing faster than everybody else.
I think it frustrates people. I think they just get frustrated.
But they're like, she's
by
dumb.
her
Are you fucking stupid, bro? You're an idiot if you think she's dumb.
I think at this point she's kind of like losing relevancy now that like the whole drama is like kind of dying with it. With her.
No.
I hold on.
Relevancy, and that's nothing. Relevancy. We talk about relevancy a lot. Relevancy means absolutely fucking nothing. It's a word that some fucking loser made up. I think it may have been. I think it may have been some fucking asshole who was really bad at YouTube, and at some point he saw someone surpass him, all right? And he saw a whole bunch of people surpass him, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so pissed off. How can I make them feel bad about themselves? Let me go ahead and tell them that they're being irrelevant." The reality is that they're not irrelevant. They already connected their fucking community. They already connected the fucking community. People say Leafy's irrelevant. I'm like, "Yo, you fucking stupid. He's not irrelevant." he's
Everyone
not
still
relevant at
talks
all.
about him,
I
so-
just, nobody watch. I don't watch Leafy, but he's got his fucking people that watch him, and he's got people who really want to watch Leafy because that's the kind of content they want to watch. So he's not irrelevant. He may be relevant on Twitter in the sense that he's not relevant to you. If he's not relevant to you, it doesn't make him irrelevant. By the way, Rusty, I'm not calling you a dummy or anything like that for using the word. I'm just going on a rant here. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just saying that relevancy is something that you should eliminate from the vocabulary. As a creator, like it's okay for the fans to use irrelevant because I don't give a fuck about what the fans think sometimes because I'm just like, all right, you're out of your mind. But you're just enjoying your content. Enjoy the free content. Have a good time. God bless. Bye. But like when it comes to other creators need to stop talking about relevancy. Just create content. The content will speak for itself, and that's it. That's all.
Absolutely.
Well, I think personally that
I'm not worried.
Zoe Berger and Scarce just need to make a sex tape, and they'll go a little more relevant.
Oh hell yeah.
Tommy was waiting for everybody to be quiet. He was like, "Oh, I got something good I'm about to say."
I got it in the bag.
Bam!
Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy.
Hey, you know what? I want to fucking actually jump on the back of the thing you were just talking about, which was that's the whole point. For those, obviously, anybody listening, and you guys didn't hear the conversation that we had before about Onision, and we had asked basically Bunty, and we were like talking about the situation with the naming the ages of these girls, and some of them be underage, and Bunty basically was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's whatever. I don't watch him. I mean, he can do whatever he wants. And I think a lot of people get so fucking caught up with other bigger YouTubers that it actually shades their own content and what they want to make just over other YouTubers and getting caught up into what's going on with their lives or what they're doing. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, totally. Totally. I don't really know.
Hey, Tommy, let me ask you. For those that know Tommy, God bless him. He just went through a big time fucking breakup with his boyfriend, and I want to get it out there.
Troll. I was actually gonna get emotional. I was gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry for you, but I realized that
No, this is real, man. This is real. We're not actually trolling you. Tommy.
You actually had a boyfriend?
No, Tommy did. What the fuck?
Tommy did? Oh, sorry. Tommy actually had a boyfriend? Really?
Yeah, Tommy actually had a boyfriend, and they kind of like broke up a while back, and he's been talking to us about it. So we've been trying to kind of make him feel better.
Are you fucking trolling me? Is Tommy gay?
No, gay people exist.
I'll tell
Okay, I know, but I just it's crazy because I'm not used to people being this openly gay about. Openly gay. Yeah, it's true. I'm not used to people being openly gay. I do connect with a lot of people who are openly gay, but at the same time, I haven't really spoken to someone. I thought, that's so fucking crazy. That's cool. I have no idea. Because people use it as a trolley way. Like I say, like I'm gay for Leon. If Leon and I were on a podcast, I would be like, yo, Leon. So I would be talking to our guest. I'd be like, yo, so Leon, he went through a breakup with his husband. I would troll. So that's why I'm thinking I'm being trolled, but I didn't realize that they're actually openly gay, which is very fucking cool. Awesome.
Well,
awesome.
All right,
Let's go.
I guess
I want to hear this. Tell me.
Yeah. No, that's cool, man. Thanks. So my boyfriend, he was a dick. He had long hair. He was fucking. He's an ex-con. And he just broke up with me, and it really breaks my heart. And Tony, why'd you have to break up with me, man? You're such a cunt. Tony was my ex.
Oh, so I am being trolled. See, there we go. Fucking cunts. Fuck you, cunts. Fucking cunts. Fuck you. I'm here fucking being like, yo, that's so sick. Tell me your fucking heart story. Fuck that shit, man.
Well, anyways, I think it's getting
We're about at that time, guys.
However straight that is.
Perfect. You know what? That was great. That's a great end actually. I love that. It's great. That was dope. You guys effectively told me. You guys exploited my empathy. That's what you just fucking did. Rats.
Man, we used you.
The title that we have the title for the fucking video now.
Oh yeah.
So exploiting Bunty King.
Bunty gets trolled.
exploiting his empathy, exploiting Bunty's empathy.
Oh yeah.
Here's a YouTuber that actually like cares about people and wants to listen to them. Oh, let's troll him. Let's fucking troll him. Here's a guy that gives a fuck. Let's troll him. All right, man. Yo, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate being on your podcast. Thank you so much, man.
We appreciate you, man. Thank you guys, man, basically for listening in to the Killing 'Em Softly podcast. Again, it's Triforce Tony coming at you. Thanks, Bunty King, man, and
pleasure,
for
man.
coming on, brother.
Yeah, it was good times, man. Jokes.
Yeah. Anything? Any last words, Rusty and Tommy?
Oh.
That's all we needed. Man. You guys have a good one, man, and stay safe out there.
Peace.
Dude, I just hella cut out.